Maximilian Kolbe was just an ordinary man until, near the end of July 1941, following a prisoner's escape from Auschwitz, 10 people were sentenced to die. He was not one of those 10, but after selected inmate František Gajovniček called out lamenting that he would never again see his family, Kolbe performed the ultimate act of selflessness and volunteered to take his place. The Nazis allowed this to happen, and on the 14th of August 1941, Kolbe died in what is undeniably the ultimate act of sacrifice, a true altruistic act. Or was it? In case some of you don't know, altruism is defined as the selfless concern for the well-being of others with no benefits to the individual who performs the actions. Basically, altruism is doing a good thing for somebody else and not expecting anything in return. Why does this exist? Why would somebody do that? What advantages are there for helping another at your own loss, except for the philosophical idea that helping someone else is an inherently good thing? We can look at this from a more scientific approach. For example, in the study of animal behavior, including that of humans, it's quite often that one selfless act inevitably leads to another. You're much more likely to help me out if I've already helped you. From a sociological standpoint, helping others brings society closer together and creates connections between people. Still, given the amount of research regarding the subject, the existence of altruism itself is debated, and whether people can do a good thing without any personal benefit. So going back to Kolbe, was what he did altruistic? Did he not feel some sort of happiness knowing that he had saved that man's life? Is it not possible that as an extremely religious man, he believed that there may be some form of repayment in the next life? Did he think that he would be rewarded for his good deed? Another example is the many occasions where charitable acts are in reality a lot more selfish than they appear. Charities that offer trips to poor, generally African countries under the pretense of improving the daily lives of the children in these areas are generally accompanied by safaris, staying in luxury hotels, and visiting idyllic locations. They will, of course, at some point, achieve the objective that they went halfway across the world to do, and they'll build a well, or a toilet, or maybe half of a house if they're feeling particularly generous. But surely the question that we should be asking is how much good have they actually brought about? This was more of a holiday than anything else, and these people weren't helped that much at all. The charitable missionaries will come back home raving about their changed outlook on life, how, by seeing these vulnerable people, they have a new appreciation for just how lucky they are. Except they've made no lasting change. The cost of the trip, normally between £2,000 and £5,000, made barely any impact on the people that they were supposedly helping. The charitable work that they did do would otherwise have been a job for a local person, which has meant that their economic gain has been harmed. The overall money spent could have done so much more good if used in a different way. It begs the question, would these so-called altruistic people have contributed their help or money to the people in their local community if there wasn't a trip, the Instagrammable, life-altering experiences, if they didn't have the chance to make it known loudly and proudly what a great person they are? Would they have done anything at all? And if this is true, is anything truly altruistic? Is anything selfless? When we help people, do we not feel pride in the work that we've done? Is it not enough to know that we've made someone feel valued and appreciated? And do we not feel a sense of shame and guilt, maybe even moral cowardice if we do not act? Does it matter if I feel happy because I've helped someone? Surely helping someone is a good thing, and it should be positive, not detrimental to the worth of the deed if my motivations behind it were self-centered. Ultimately, does it matter? Even if there is no such thing as true human kindness, no such thing as altruism, good deeds are being done. Even if the morals behind it were entirely selfish, Kolbe still saved that man, didn't he? And even if the morals weren't entirely about helping children, the charitable missionaries did at least attempt to help. I guess there is no real right answer, as is the case with a lot of things. And in the long run, it's unimportant whether altruism is real and all around us, or whether it's really just a foolish notion that goes against the quintessentially selfish nature of humankind. I think that what is important is that we do good where we can because we want to, and that we try to be kind to those around us. Thank you.